Canary Street Press and Harper Audio present Heart of the Sun by Mia Sheridan, performed by André Santana and Annalee Scott. To Elizabeth, an angel and a warrior. Prologue. Tuck. Now. Holy shit. What the hell is happening? Cold sweat broke out across my back as the lights inside the small chartered plane blinked off and the engine went quiet. I could hear the pilot, Russell, behind the curtain to the cockpit, speaking into the radio with what sounded like growing alarm. I rose from my seat and took a few unsteady steps to the cockpit doorway, where I slid the curtain open to see Russell furiously pushing buttons and moving dials. I grabbed the wall to hold myself steady as the plane bumped and jerked, sudden flares of lightning pulsing through the darkened cabin. "What's going on?" I asked, voice as shaky as the rest of me. "The engines and the navigation equipment went down," Russell said. "Air traffic control cut out and I can't get them back on the line." My heart dipped along with the plane, and I heard a small squeal of fear from behind me where Emily and Charlie were sitting. "Isn't there a backup system?" "That's out too. Copy! Copy!" he called into his headpiece, but again, there was no reply. "Shit!" I ignored Emily's quiet cries. There was nothing I could do. I had no idea what the hell was going on, and my own fear was mounting as the plane made another small drop. A bead of sweat rolled down the side of Russell's cheek, punctuating the fact that he was panicked as well. "Sit down and buckle up. I'll use the manual controls," he said, obviously trying to insert a note of confidence in his tone. "We can still glide, but I'll need to get us down quickly. Brace for impact." My heart was racing as I turned back toward my seat. "What's happening?" Emily asked, eyes wide with fear. "Something knocked out the engine and navigation system, and air traffic control isn't answering," I said, my eyes sweeping over her to verify she was buckled in. "He says to brace for impact." I glanced out the window. The sky had dimmed, and I could see zigzags of lightning in the distance. An unexpected electric storm? Emily looked straight ahead, grasping the armrests as the plane gave a groaning shiver. I sat down and buckled myself in just as the plane dipped and then dipped again, my stomach rising and falling quickly as a small piece of luggage went flying past my face. Then the plane took on a bumpy flight pattern, and strange milky clouds streaked past my window, splintered by a spidery bolt of white lightning right next to us. I could hear the muted blast of the wind outside, highlighting the dead silence of the engine. "Brace for impact," the pilot had said. But I didn't know how to do that other than sitting still and silent, terror pounding through my body. We plunged yet again, the force jolting and lifting me and causing the seatbelt to bite harshly into my hips. For a minute, I was afraid the belt would break against the immense pressure. When I turned my eyes toward Emily, she was still gripping the armrests, her face ashen, eyes clenched tight. Next to her, Charlie had his eyes squeezed shut as well and looked to be hyperventilating. The plane began to shake, making a long, shrieking sound as though it was at risk of being torn apart by the rapid descent. My heart slammed, the hair rising on my nape and arms. "Just get us on the ground, Russell. Please get us on the ground." We bumped and shook, and for a moment, the sky went even darker, then seemed to split. The plane lowered again, and this time didn't straighten out for several long seconds. My breath lodged in my throat. The aircraft straightened, and as the nose rose, the sky parted once more, and I glimpsed the ground. It was red and fiery, smoke billowing everywhere. I swallowed heavily, the bony fingers of terror gripping my lungs. I closed my eyes, focusing on my breath, conjuring the one place on earth that had always brought peace to my soul. I was a child again, the air tinged with the scent of orange blossoms. I lifted my face to feel the kiss of dry heat upon my skin and listened for the ringing echo of my mother's laugh. "Tuck!" Her voice. Emily. Not who she'd later
Sample complete. Ready to continue?